First thing we talk about is just getting you into that marketing and advertising mindset. World has changed. It's a four-screen world. We don't open the yellow pages anymore, right? So how do we get out and market and advertise? So we'll talk about that. The first place I want you to remember is the experts say we get bombarded by 2,000 ads a day. That's a lot. I call it the Niagara Falls effect, so it seems like all day long.
Who says that?
All the experts here. So
Okay, the experts, okay.
I say the experts. Now, just go look it up. There's one that says 3,000. There's another one that says 500. It doesn't matter. It means it's a lot. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But the point I make is this. It's as if you and I are standing underneath Niagara Falls and we just get bombarded with messages all the time. TV, billboards, cars driving down the street, logos on our shirts and hats and whatever the case may be.
Sure.
How do you stand out from the clutter? And that's a challenge for most businesses. And so I get to come in as the expert and say this. There's a lot of research out there that says TV, or more importantly video, the reason why it is the most effective form of advertising is it combines all of these elements: sight, sound, motion, and emotion. Picture says 1,000 words, great video says 1,000 more. There's not much, you don't have to work very hard when it comes to controlling your message in 30 seconds. Why do the politicians spend all their money in TV? Because it's the most effective way of doing a control message. I use Bernie Sanders a lot as the example. They say millennials don't watch TV, yet they all know Bernie Sanders' message. He spent $74 million on local broadcast to finish #2. But if you think about it, a year and a half ago, who knew about Bernie Sanders? Okay, do we know what is Bernie Sanders' one thing?
He's older than hell.
Free education.
Socialism, free education.
Free, you know.
Why did the millennials like it? Free education, okay. But anyway, we get the point. What that really means is everybody's out there with the hook, trying to hook us with selling us stuff, cars, furniture, mattresses, you name it, whatever. Some hooks are sharper than others. And what we know is if we can sharpen that hook for you and throw it out in the right place at the right time, the right message at the right time is magical, you're going to get a bigger share of the pie. And your ad dollars are going to work harder for you. So that's my job today. Does that make sense? Good? Okay. Well, this is the point where I'm going to tell you I want you to buy television. But you kind of knew that. We're at a TV station. But the reason why is TV and the internet is still where we're spending all of our time. What I say is at the expense of everybody else. If you're starting a business today and you're putting 100% of your dollars in the newspaper, you are not going to grow as rapidly as somebody else who's right next door to you starts his business today and puts 100% of his business in TV. Does that make sense?
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Look, in this town, so I live in Bettendorf, Iowa, and it's the home of Lee Local, which is the newspaper. They own the newspaper.
Enterprise?
So I own Lee Enterprise stock. Bought it at $1.50. Most employees who have been at Lee Enterprise for more than 20 years have profit sharing at $33 a share. Now it went up to $4, and it's going to go under $2 today. They just announced the newspaper industry is going to drop 16% in revenue just in 2017. It's already been forecasted. So I'm like, oh my God. I gotta stop. I got a gambling problem. It's called E-Trade. Oh God, okay, all right. Here's why all that's important to you. Here's what we know. 2/3 of us are watching TV and we have our phone right next to us all the time. Here's what Google learned. They did this big, huge survey. You can Google this. Just Google crucial I want to know moments for brands. What they learned, they looked at businesses' TV schedules and they matched their TV schedules with their web traffic. That's what they learned. Every time they saw a TV commercial, they saw a spike in web traffic. So 10:30 they saw a spike, 12:30 they saw a spike, 2 o'clock they saw a spike. So then Google wrote this big article. Aha! We know what increases web traffic. Television. Now, raise your hand if that's news to you. right? We kind of knew that. But it makes sense though, doesn't it? So not only do we watch TV, if we're watching a movie and we'll say, gosh, what other movie were they in? Right? You've done that?
Oh,
You've done that?
just did it last
Right?
night, or something.
You did, right?
Yeah.
Well, here's what I say.
Exactly.
We live in a 95-5 world, which means 95% of the world does not care about you. They don't care, their cars are fine. There's 5% that have the noise right now. They have a problem, or they're concerned because what's coming? Winter. Winter's coming. Are they ready? Are the brakes ready? So when you put a message in front of the 100%, really only 5% listen. But they listen intently, and then you know what they do? They go spy on you. And so what we've learned is if you want to see a return on your investment, do what Google did, match your TV schedule with your web traffic. You'll know. You'll absolutely know. I did a program with a pizza chain, and it was get a coupon. We were trying to build a text database. So we said text pizza to whatever the number was for a $3 off coupon from a pizza. The first commercial aired at 6:05 a.m. Guess when the first text came in? 6:05 a.m. So who's up thinking about pizza? Apparently some mom that morning. That makes sense? So right away, TV can help drive traffic to your web, which will help build your brand. All right, they didn't come to our seminar. All right, so I've done this 200 times, over 200 times in a year. So I've talked to at least, I think it might be 207 businesses in a year's time. Talk to your category a lot, absolutely. But what we've learned, if there's 8 of us that do this for our company, we've been doing this for 25 years, we feel like we've talked to 100,000 businesses. In that time, we've learned 3 things that if I sit down and do what we call this a diagnosis call, I can look and find of these 3 things, if I can get you a little tighter. Sometimes people are way off base. Some of them, they're close, they just need a little tweak. But once I explain these to you, and then you continue to apply the principles, you'll see better results in your advertising. And it's easy for me to fix people who feel like their advertising's not working for them. And the first place we start is target your core. We say don't chase extremes. We said it's women 25 to 54, right? They take better care of their cars. So don't have an ad that appeals to a guy. He's not listening anyway. So let's talk about things that appeal to her, which is value, price, safety. But I'll give you the example is, let's say I'm Jim at Jim's Furniture. I'm not a very smart marketer. But I know that women 25 to 54 is my customer. But grandma comes in and buys a recliner for $299. Then here's what I do. I go, oh my gosh, I need more grandmas. So I take some of my ad dollars and I put it in the Mature Focus magazine. Then the young couple comes in and they buy a bedroom set. I say, oh my gosh, we need more of that. Now normally for a furniture store, bedroom is less than 10% of their revenue. But that's okay, I don't care. I'm gonna take my ad budget and I'm gonna put it over there. Now, how many core customers do I have? 3. Or at least I decided I had 3, but in reality, how many should I have? 1. But what did I do with my ad dollars? So I wrecked all that. And so we see that a lot. Okay, so we say don't do that, target your core. Once you target your core, you can come up with the message that appeals to them. Focus on your key benefit. Your message should be singular. You can speak directly to your core customer. Okay. And then this is the other thing that we've learned. We call it the principle of the glasses. It is the number one thing that we see in a small business. And a lot of times we were taught that this is a good media mix. And so what people will do is they'll take their advertising budget, and if this represents your ad budget is a pitcher of water, they'll take that water and they'll put it in multiple glasses: newspaper, radio, cable, broadcast, digital, direct mail, yellow pages, and billboard. And they'll take that money and they'll put a little bit, 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 a little bit. In a lot of cases, for example, in radio, it's not just radios of glass, it's 2 radio groups, and it's 4 radio stations per. So how many glasses is that? That's a little bit, and a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. What does that do with their ad message?
Spreads it out too much.
Spreads it out too much. And this is where it confuses people. They think they need this. This is diversity, is what we were taught if we went to college marketing class. Yet our marketing professor never ran a body shop, right? She didn't have to do advertising for Bob at Bob's Plumbing. They should have said, that's okay if you're McDonald's or Starbucks, but if you're a small business owner, you cannot do that. You can't have 12 best friends or your media reps sending you thank you notes and giving you cookies and tickets. Right? It spreads it too thin. So what we say is, pick your partners and pound it. Because you're going to take that same ad budget, but you're going to fill up these fewer glasses. But the viewers, the listeners, the whoever's, they will then get you. They will get your message because you'll have enough there that they're going to hear it and hear it and see it and see it and see it again and again and again. So the principle of the glasses for us, if I can take you from 12 glasses to 2, as an example, I don't even need to ask you for more money. I just want you to spend it differently and you'll see better results. Make sense? All right.